So things just keep getting crazier and crazier. Just last week we had a pretty strong earthquake, one that shook the entire Pacific Ocean.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we were told that this is the last and final siren before it hits.
Nothing beats a jet-to holiday.
Just hours after that, a woman records a bizarre video of mysterious creatures swimming in Chile. Hundreds of them. Mermaids, or at least this is what most people on the internet think that she captured. Evidence of the existence of these mythological creatures the same day the entire Pacific Ocean shook. It would make perfect sense that if they do exist, they would surface that day for obvious reasons, but I'm not sure if the video is real. We're going to be taking a look at the full video in a few minutes, but I decided to deep dive into this and find out what exactly happened after the earthquake. And apparently, it wasn't just mermaids.
Una esfera.
¿La acercaste? Oh my God, what is that sound?
After it, a series of strange events began to occur.
What do these earthquakes look like they're in a line? This is the past 48 hours and we see a clear linear pattern.
Okay, this is real time. I am in Flowery Branch, Georgia, and I just saw one of the orbs was being followed by a helicopter. I'm gonna post a video here in a minute of this. Holy crap, y'all.
Deep diving into this, I found out it wasn't just mermaids. People were noticing several strange things all over the world. So let's begin with the basic, and that would be this video in Chile. So I found the original video. It's coming in from Lillian Her, and she is in Iquique. And she's got a pretty normal account. As you can see, it was recorded 6 days ago. And she says, a day in life, recording the sea. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. Okay, so maybe they could be people swimming or sea lions, but then she pans the camera and you can see hundreds of these things swimming around. But after a while, she zooms in and it seems to be a person. But there's a specific moment there that we can see this person underwater before it surfaces, and it looks as if it's swimming pretty quick. Over here. Look at that. This person was here, and then in a matter of instants, it's here. Let's play this thing in slow motion. Look at that. See? Here's a person. Or, I don't know if that's a person. Look at that. What is that? And what are those things around it? Look, its tail maybe? What? This is crazy. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Something's going on here. I'm not sure what it is. And I'm not sure these are mermaids. But then there's this part. It looks like a dolphin. But then again, what are these things around it that are poking from the surface? Look at that. So maybe dolphins swimming with people or mermaids? I'm not sure. It's pretty crazy. But if this were to be true, there should be more sightings of these things that same day, right? Alright, I found this one 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, a pot of mermaids. Let's see if this is the real deal. Looking at this video, I get this feeling that this thing could be CGI or something like that. Let's take a look at the comments. So we got sea lions, don't be fooled. Yeah, it could be the case. Those are orca whales. Doesn't look like mermaids, perfect. But again, we wouldn't know how they look like, I guess. Where is this? No information where this is. There are only Jin at the sea. Who said it's mermaids? Because I see dolphins. Yes, most likely dolphins. I'm not sure about this one. The other one was pretty weird. That same week, several strange things began happening all over the world. Before we get to them, I decided to take a quick look into mermaids and see if we can find any real evidence. So I found this video from Haley Carkick in 2024. This was an isolated area of the beach far away from the resorts and houses. Definitely about to do some research on mermaids. This is at Freeport Beach and I'm looking at this. So this is either Lake Erie or she's over here, but I'm not sure. So
okay, tell me this doesn't look like there was a mermaid sleeping here. Like, look at that.
okay.
Did I just find a mermaid imprint? I had to have, right? Tell me there wasn't a mermaid right here.
That's weird.
Okay, the longer I stand here, the more I'm convinced it was a mermaid because see how I'm sinking? I get up.
Yeah.
My footprints. So what the is laying here that looks like this?
I mean, it looks like a pretty big fish, but still the tail is kind of weird and she's gonna zoom in, it gets weirder. Let's take a look at this.
And there's even like little like squiggle lines. Look at the texture. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This is a whole ass mermaid. Do you see the like ridges? Am I crazy? And then it like the way that it scooted itself back into the water. See how I'm sinking? So something was laying here. A fucking mermaid was laying.
So wait a minute. She thinks it scooted back to the water. That would be kind of crazy.
I'm convinced. That's crazy. I want to get a picture from like over here. Like, do you see this? Mermaid. You know what else is more convincing too? All of the little shells and stuff. This is not a shelly beach. These are all rocks. Like, this is not, there's no shells. They're all rocks.
Let's see what people had to say. So this person says she thinks someone was wearing a mermaid suit. That could be the case. It's either a really huge fish, but I've never seen a tail fin look like that. Exactly, this is the problem. I think you're right. And for it to stay the same shape means it was laying there for quite some time. Yo, this is wild because legit, what else could it be? Yeah, the tail is pretty weird. So most people think in this case, yeah, it could be a mermaid. That's kind of crazy. Searching a bit more, I did find more of the Sauce 90 videos. If you're not aware who he is, take a look at this.
This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it.
Searching a bit more, I didn't find videos that scream 100% that mermaids exist, even though some of these videos are pretty strange. But I'm guessing that there is something hiding deep down in the ocean, maybe mermaids or maybe something else.
One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
Just a couple of days after the earthquake, several people started witnessing these UFOs once again. But this time they're getting closer and closer to people.
And I just saw one of the orbs and it just completely disappeared. It flew overhead in the apartment and it was being followed by a helicopter.
All right, man. No, that one was not a mimicker, but this fella's a mimicker, okay?
But before we get to these videos, there's something else that started happening a little bit before that, and that was in New York City with these bizarre booming sounds just after the earthquake. This was recorded by Jen, and she uploaded this 3 days ago. Check this out.
Oh my god, what is that sound? What is that?
Maybe an airplane?
Oh my god. What is that noise? I don't know. What is it?
Huh.
I don't know. Ryan, I have no idea. What is that sound?
Wow, that's weird.
No, I don't know where that is coming from. And then it just fades out.
So taking a look at her account, I didn't find any more videos of these strange sounds, but I did find this. Apparently 2 days ago, one day after this strange sound, she got this. Wait a minute, didn't I see something about New York?
So there's a giant heat mass moving towards New York City right now.
What?
Now they're calling it a hot blob, and it's 220 miles wide. It's currently underneath the Appalachian Mountains, and it's moving towards New York City.
Wait a second, 220 miles wide and it's moving towards New York City? What?
Headlines are saying, but if you read into the article, there's a little less to worry about than you may think. So
oh, thank God.
heat mass is actually moving incredibly slow, and it's not going to be at New York City for about 10 to 15 million years. So you guys have
nothing to worry about that. Is this actually real? What? A gigantic 250-mile mystery blob is headed straight for New York City. You gotta be kidding me. UK scientists have discovered a massive blob of rock underneath the Appalachian Mountains, had to be the Appalachian Mountains, that's slowly oozing its way toward New York City. But this is pretty weird, even though it's supposed to take millions of years to get there and they don't know what it is. It's pretty weird. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, so posted by Glam Ham, I found this one, but she posted this a couple of months ago. Let's take a look at this.
Is it just me, or do these earthquakes look like they're in a line? This is the past 48 hours, and we see a clear linear pattern from Texas to Lake Erie. This area,
or maybe Texas to Lake Erie,
what's called human-induced seismicity, activities like fracking and wastewater injection. But what's strange is how the activity continues northeast into areas near Ohio and Lake Erie, where earthquakes are more rare. What could it be?
I don't know what that is, and I'm not sure if it's related to what's going on right now, but there's a few coincidences here. The drones and UFOs, they're coming out of the ocean, just in front of New York and New Jersey. And then you got this massive blob going towards New York City. Could take millions of years, they don't know what it is. And you got the earthquakes, followed by strange humming sounds in the sky. Could be just a bunch of coincidences or not. And then you got these UFOs and orbs. They're back. And after the earthquake, they started getting closer and closer to people. So 11 days ago, Glittering Excuse 936 posted this video to Reddit. And she says, or he says, strangest experience I have ever had. Was leaving to go shop with my partner, we spotted what looked like a meteor coming down from the clouds. Cleared all the houses and buildings in front of us within a second or two. Then it slowed down far down the road, stopped my car, managed to get a couple of seconds first video. Then I drove about 2 minutes up the road and we spotted it popping in and out of the air.
Right there next to me.
Too fast to be a plane. Nope. Oh my gosh.
Keep it on, because that's going to pop out of nowhere now.
That is crazy. Doesn't look like a drone. No sound. So look at that. It's like she saw this thing coming down. It looks like a meteor and it stops. And it disappears and she drives 2 minutes and it shows up just next to her. To me, it sounds like this thing is following her around. It wanted to get close. Look. That's impressive. Wait a minute, I tracked these orbs last year and they were hovering mostly above nuclear reactors in the United States. But this one is in Liverpool. These things are flying over nuclear reactors. That's what I thought. July 28th, just a couple of days ago, US has likely moved nuclear to the UK for the first time since 2008. So the sighting happened about 11 days ago, and that would be around July 26th. And the article is from July 28th. So I'm guessing that this could be related, but still not sure. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, so found this video 13 days ago. Best example of mimicker I've ever captured and on an iPhone. So this was in Kingsville, Maryland.
This fella is a mimicker, okay?
Okay.
I'll tell you that for free. I'm walking towards it. Alright, look at this thing.
Looks like an orb.
Like, even on an iPhone, it looks ridiculous. It is putzing across the sky. Here we go, dude. This thing's coming right the f at me. Come on in, man.
There was one light, now there's two. Is it somehow shape-shifting? Is it what he's suggesting? Because
it's a mimicker.
Okay.
The other one was a helicopter. Yeah. Look at you. You're ridiculous. You downloaded the wrong blueprint, buddy. I don't know what you got. You didn't get plane. You got like in between plane and helicopter.
So there's a lot of people seeing these things around and they don't look like a chopper, they don't look like a plane, but they do look like something that has fixed wings and it's kind of weird. Okay, so coming in from Red Panda Koala, and he posted this on August 2nd. So this was a little bit after the earthquake. And the other sightings, this was in Georgia. Let's take a look at this.
Okay, this is real time. I am in Flowery Branch, Georgia, about 45 minutes outside of Atlanta, and I just saw one of the orbs, and it just completely disappeared. It flew overhead in the apartment, and it was being followed by a helicopter, and you can hear and make out the helicopter, but you cannot make out what this orb is. It's just a bright orb, and it slowly disappears as it flies away.
Yeah, that's exactly what a lot of people are seeing. We just saw a video like that, so it's basically the same thing. Whatever these things are, most likely not planes.
Everything on video. I'm gonna post a video here in a minute of this. Holy crap, y'all. It's real. Whatever's going on right now is completely real, because I'm just walking my dog. It's about, Jesus, like 10:30. This is wild, y'all. Holy crap.
So searching for more of these strange sightings after and a little bit before the earthquake, I found a bunch of them. It's like it's amping up real quick. Here's what we got. We got a bunch of these drones and UFOs swarming out of the ocean, first in New Jersey and New York City last year. And then you have a series of mysterious rumbling sounds under the earth all over the United States, Yellowstone, and many other places. A bit after that, you got this earthquake that happened. The earthquake was supposedly predicted by several people, including one post made to Reddit who predicted that the earthquake would happen, and it did, and also after it, a series of strange sightings would occur. But it could be just a huge coincidence. The real question here is, what's going on deep within the earth, in our oceans, and underneath the ground? Is it possible that maybe aliens or some sort of creature is hiding within our planet? And if so, for how long? And are they getting the heck out of here, or are they just popping up because they think we're ready to meet them? Or is this possibly, like some think, a fake alien invasion? And what about the crazy predictions and the mermaids? I mean, there's a few strange things there that don't make sense. And I feel like some of these things are a bit far-fetched, but others not so much. What is your take? Leave a comment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications, and I'll see you guys this week.